Good evening, guys. Hope everybody's doing fine. It's a very early show today. Well, thanks everybody for viewing and watching it. So before we start the show, welcome to Double Stand by Footy Talk. So please don't forget to like, subscribe, and also share on your Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and every other social media platforms available. All right. So today's show is going to be a bit different because of the last week's setback, heart attack of a loss. All United fans decided to, go in slumber mode, and everybody was very hesitant to come on the show. So all of them are mourning. So it's okay. So for a change, what I decided was we decided to bring a rival into our show. So to all the British fans and also the other fans worldwide, if a Liverpool fan can't join the show, we are trying to do something different right now. We're trying to get a Liverpool fan on the show, and let's see from their perspective, on a matured perspective, on what's actually happening at Old Trafford. So without further ado, I bring to you Dave. Welcome, Dave.
Hello,
How's it
how's it
going over?
going?
Good, good.
So,
How's
what is
things?
the topic of the day?
Yeah, the topic of the day is right below you. What's going on at Manchester United? No,
Okay. Let's
so
go. Let's go.
yeah, I think this is no more a Q&A session. This is more like a football fan to football fan section. Today is going to be a bit different. Let's discuss. That's not me asking you the questions. Why not you get me some questions? I'll try to answer you, and I'll
No,
ask you some questions. You
no. For
answer
the
me.
first time, due
Hmm.
in my era of watching football, or even watching United from the behind of the scenes, as a rival fan, uh, this is the worst start ever I've ever seen. Defeat at home. If it's a away game, I would understand. So it really aligns with the topic right now. What is going on at Manchester United on the opening day of the Premier League season? And for me, as a rival fan, I felt that um, there's a lot of issues going on. I mean, you should be able to know better than me. A lot of issues going on with the structure of the club, recruitment, also the willingness of the players to actually give their 100%, 200%, 300% on the pitch, given last season or this season or on the preseason. I mean, the preseason was fine. The preseason was fine. We had a hope that, okay, we had a rivals coming back and we know we will have that neck to neck competition kind of stuff. But the the, the thing is, the start of the season, this is the first ever time in my life I've ever seen United being defeated on the opening day of the Premier League. And it's quite disappointing because I felt that there's a lot more things that can be fixed, that can be handled. And I don't think anyone should go for Eric Ten Hag's aid at the moment. But I could see the trending that uh, he's my boss, give him some time. So I've seen that. There's a lot of hashtags and stuff. I've been reading what is the actual issue and stuff. But I think the good thing for United this season is the transition, and Ten Hag will actually get time to make the drastic changes he needs. But if the the bad thing is, Bandit, I think the bad thing is um, United have the same players at the same limitations, and the Premier League is ruthless to weak and unprepared team. A long season ahead. A long season ahead.
No,
The same
the
team,
hmm,
addition of I think Lisandro Martinez, and you have the youngsters
Eriksen,
coming. Yeah, Ericsson,
Tyler
yeah,
Malacia,
yeah,
Garner, and the whole
Garner,
thing. Yeah,
and then
and Nacho and all that.
yes,
Yeah.
Grant.
So the thing here is that this. I mean, I don't know why everybody's hitting the panic button. It's the first day, the first game. I think I remember a couple of years back or so, we did lose the first game. I believe, I'm not
No,
sure which
I
one.
can remember when you lost the last game.
Yeah,
Probably
we did, and it's
on the
nothing
opening
new.
day. On the opening
Yeah,
day.
yeah, we did before. But the thing is, first day loss doesn't mean you lost the season. I
No.
mean, then what's the big fuss about the next 37 games? But of course, the manner of defeat in which it was a game of two halves. First half, we were in shambles. Second half, so there was an urgency, there was a pressing.
Yep.
Again, the goal came a bit too late.
Yep.
But you see, the thing is, first game, first more like a debut game for Ten Hag on the Premier League stage. He has not really experienced such a magnitude of a game because Ajax Amsterdam, with all due respect to Radivice, but it was not like the Premier League. All right. So I mean, what's happening in United is simple. Okay, the fact is Ten Hag is having the players of about 3 to 4 managers in his squad. Okay, and this is definitely not his players. Okay,
No,
but
but I have question. What happened? What happened to Ralph Ragnick's consultancy position
you see,
that
it's
he is
it's
supposed to replace Ole Gunnar Solskjaer as a manager to prepare for? So came in. He came in and he like, yeah, I am neither qualified nor
mm,
prepared to deal with this.
mhm.
Thanks for revealing everything, Ralph Ragnick. I think fans should be happy with what he has actually exposed
Yeah.
to the public. But he says thanks for everything, and I'm off to Austria. But new season, new manager, same old Manchester United.
No, but
When
it's simple
when
because Ralph Ragnick was removed because of one statement. He said, "We got to get 10 out and got to get 10 in." That shows how bad the club has been run for the last many years since the Great One has left. But the fact is, United's PR couldn't take such a statement because it shows how bad the club is, and they cannot own up to that. All right. I mean, from what I'm hearing from the British part of things, where guys from England actually talk about this, hear their shows and all that. It's just because of that particular statement. They just felt it was a bad PR stunt, and then when they got Eric Ten Hag in, they just thought we just want to start with Ten Hag. We don't need Ralph Ragnick because he's too outspoken. Okay, so United's PR couldn't take someone who's like too honest about things. Okay, and then we have Merther and Arnold, Richard Arnold, and those bunch of jackasses. Because they are just a Woodward's carbon copy. All right, it's supposed to be a new United, a new season, a new things, but nothing is going on. Nothing is going on. So from what I can see is Ten Hag has a big task in hand, definitely. But more importantly, the recruitment for the next 2 weeks plus to 3 weeks, if it's not spot on, then I think we are done. Then I think we are done because you have Max Sauce in the middle. Even you see, people say Fred and McTominay. I would feel that Fred is a better player individually if kept with another player compared to McTominay. I can depend on the fact that he hold the midfield part of it, and maybe that a Donny or Ericsson be along with him. But McTominay, bad move. So United has to let go that the dead woods where you can't sell them. Just drop them to the under 21 squad or the B squad and just let them rot there. It's okay. Because end of the day, the problem with the squad right now is complacency. We know that you do or die, they're still going to start. Do or die, they are going to play. They are the first 11, or they are going to be the bench. So I think Ten Hag has to be ruthless and
mm,
aggressive with his methods. Personally, that's what I feel. But you can run through the comments, Dave. You can just run through the comments. I think we have a few here right now
I'm
from
I'm surprised the name Mohamed
Mohamed
Messi.
Messi.
Mohamed
Hi,
Messi. Hi.
Messi. Hello, brother. Thank you.
We have the boss on the show.
Then panic button was hit and said signing CR7 Mateis. The club and fans can't seem to find the reset button since. Well, the
Yes.
CR7 topic is interesting, okay, because a lot of
No,
fans actually.
as I said, Bhagni, like
Mm,
when fan factors comes into whether not to sign a player, the club, and for the fact that there's zero conviction when it comes to the recruitment policies. We seriously, I mean, as a football fan, or from a football fan of view, I feel that there is no direction in the recruitment policy. I mean, recruitment policies or even the recruitment structure. Um, Always into one particular direction, and there is no like looking around. See, you have to. They have to broaden up the search, the discovery. See what how Pep, Klopp, or even Conte, or we can talk about Roy Hodgson or whoever in the past. The options been broadened, and they look out. And you see, there's what I see in this off season. During the off season, there's only one particular target. There's one particular target, and they're playing that cat and mouse chase game, and it's not happening. So why no the direction is not being diverted somewhere else, and get that player. I think that happened. I mean, even you were going for Lisandro Martinez, and then looking at Frankie De Jong. Frankie De Jong is a former Ajax. For me, you are chasing whatever Ajax had. Means whatever you had, your players who had played for you, and they came out and went elsewhere, and you are still chasing after them. You have to broaden up, like what United has been assembled right now. It's from everywhere else. It's everywhere else. It's not like from one club.
It's
This is
like
what happened. This is what happened. As a Liverpool fan, I will tell you that this is what happened to us when we started recruiting all the Southampton players.
yeah,
So
yeah.
Klopp had, that ideas, and he was talking to his, and he broadened up the search. So it's where the question of recruitment policy comes in, and
Mm,
there's another comment from Victor Sim. Recruitment been
and
dire. How long has Fred and McTominay? Okay, we don't have to talk about this. Fred and McTominay. We will come back to that in this midfield pairing, because it seems like they still don't know their roles. Yep, they are right. With all the departures of their midfielders, Ten Hag has only Van Dijk. Sorry, Van der Beek. So it sounds same. Van der Beek to turn, and it shouldn't come down to this. They are down to bare bones. Yeah,
no,
he's
you see,
absolutely right.
I have a theory here. You see, United
Mm,
transfer policy. They spent 50 million for Lisandro Martinez, almost 50 million. They
mm.
spent 13 million for Taya Malaysia. Ericsson was on a free. And do you know United spent 25 million on the Glazers? We know that, right? The dividends was
Yeah,
taken up. So this
yeah.
is how the club has been run. I don't see any owners or so taking out dividends. Even I don't think so. Liverpool, they don't take
No.
out the dividends. They don't. I don't see any club. So this is how of a shambles the club has become. All right, 25 million is equivalent to where Frankie De Jong's unpaid salary, which we can just top it up and just get a player
Yep.
for sale.
Yep.
All right,
True.
and then you have now news coming out. Rabiot, Burger is about 15 million. You have
Yep.
25 million you give to the Glazers, and imagine what can we do with that money. What can we do to the stadium? The stadium's in a rotting situation right now. So this is how bad the club has been run. So whoever says that the Glazers are giving us money, correct, they are giving us money, but look at the dividends they're taking out. Any club owners who are passionate about the club, again, passionate meaning you know the history of the club, the hierarchy of things, the passion the fans are giving you, the fans are pumping in money via merchandise. And is this how you treat the club? If they're really going to empty the stadium come the Liverpool match next week, I'll be more than happy to see an empty Old Trafford. I mean, we have seen an empty Old Trafford before during the pandemic, so nothing new for us. But the message has to be passed. I'm not blaming the Glazers alone. Even the managers who came in, nothing has changed. We are just always having the feel good factor of a new manager comes in, we're going to support him all the way. But for Eric Ten Hag, this manager we fans have been dying for the last one season. All right, and the man is here. And how did you back him up in the transfer window? So that's the question arises. Okay, he wants
No,
De Jong.
there is also another questions that I personally have when I see what is happening to United since the day Sir Alex Ferguson left. Uh, Managers go and come in. This is unusual. This is unusual. We have seen in Arsenal. Arsene Wenger was there for 20 plus years. Of course, we are not expecting Pep and Klopp to be in Man City and Liverpool for the next 20 years. I
Yeah.
think they have their directions, but that longevity that these two had, and the legacy they actually built around, and no managers can do that at the moment. No one can actually do that at the moment. um is that a factor as well? You think so? Like
No,
managers go and come in, players has
it's
to adopt one system with players, then another manager
no,
comes in, they have to adopt another system.
no. United could have stuck to one manager for a long time if provided the back room. I mean, the staff. I mean, the board gives 100% support to them. Okay, if I'm coming in as a manager and I need 5 players, it's because I know these 5 players can make my job a bit more easier. Correct. We go to an office. We want our team to perform. We need to get the tools. So the tools are the players. And when you have people at the Glazers, yes, they do spend money. I do not deny. They have spent on Pogba and all that. But there are parts and parcels of the team which needs to be addressed, such as the holding midfielder. You know, those were the days when we had Scholes and Carrick, that particular keen, and that has gone missing. All right.
And
We
I
had,
think that's the one, Ridwan now. Actually, Ridwan, thanks
yeah,
for watching. And I think Ridwan is right. I mean, spot on about that.
yeah. So with Fred
We
and
need that
McTominay
that
can't be a
that.
midfield. We need a creative midfield like FDJ, but since he has not arrived yet, Donny and Ericsson should be the partner for tonight. You see, Ridwan made a good point here. You see, Fred and McTominay is not end of the world. They're not the only two guys who are built to be a central midfield duo. Donny and Ericsson can do a wonderful job. I think last week, if you guys noticed, though, Ericsson actually dropped deep down, and the way he was
Mm,
orchestrating that midfield and pumping up the ball was so class. It was a class of its own. But we can't do that every single week. So we need someone. But at the same time, when things are desperate, things are needed, we have someone to back us up. So we have players like Donny, Ericsson, we have Garner, we have a lot of young players also. All right. So I believe with Ten Hag's experience of bringing young players in, he will know best today onwards on how to actually rotate the team, and we just got to drop what needs to be dropped.
I think Victor Sim got a point here. So ultimately, it will be the players who fail the manager if they don't pull up their socks. It's not for the lack of trying, but rather the effort. Okay, okay.
Okay, I think we have someone joining in the stream right now. Hold on. Wow. Hello, Mr. Jeevan. How are you doing, bro?
Hi guys, hi guys. Sorry, a bit of a delay, I lost control of the time, but thank you so much, Dinesh and Dave,
No
for getting
worries.
me in. My
No
apologies,
problem.
guys. I was having in Pulau Ketam, so I was having the crap, and I didn't realize the time was past 2 o'clock. Okay,
Okay,
how are
okay.
you
So
guys, guys?
I think you know
Good,
the
good.
topic.
Of course, of course, of course.
So
What's
what's
going
going
on?
on? What's going on?
Now, what is your take? I mean, like for me, Jeevan, for me, it's like I've never seen this before. I've never seen this before. Maybe like what Dinesh says that he has seen the defeat on the opening day, but I think during my days of watching, I told him that I have not seen this before, and it's quite even for me as a rival fan, it's depressing because it's a home game. So this is where we were coming from, and to
Agreed,
the recruitment policies, and right now. So what is
agreed.
your take the first day?
Okay, okay, agreed, Dave. Let me be very frank, right? So I myself, personally, the year when we bought Van Persie, okay, that's the year we lost. The previous season we lost at the last second, right, to City,
Mhm.
and City won the Premier League, right? And that season, Ferguson bought Van Persie, one and only player that he bought that season. And that
Correct.
first game was Everton against Manchester United in Goodison Park. MU lost when Percy came in at the second half, right? So I've seen that. I've seen that. Not that I've not seen that, but I'm not going to say that, oh, okay, that season MU won the trophy at the end of the season. No, I'm not saying that they're going to win the Premier League, but there is a lot of problems, and I can see the formation from the very beginning compared to what happened at the preseason and compared to what I saw at the very first game. There were a lot of difference. What was the difference? In the sense that I didn't see the high pressing. I didn't see, people taking ownership from the very beginning. Maybe at the start, and then the moment Brighton got into a rhythm, we were under pressure, totally under pressure. And let me also make a statement today. I think it's time for the McFred, the McFred
To be end.
combination needs to be broken. It's time for them to be, we are too much depending on them to get us across the line. I don't think that's working anymore. It's not at all.
Act- Actually, to echo that statement, I've seen United lost the opening day season when Donny van de Beek was signed. The first game, he scored in his first game, and they actually lost. We lost the game also. So losing on the first day is not going to make a big difference. It's just another
Yep.
game out of 38. But like what Jeevan said, I echo that McFred shouldn't be broken. It should be dissolved.
Yep.
It should be dissolved in the Mariana Trench. You got to put it deep down earth and shouldn't bring it back anymore. It should be lost
Yep.
forever. It's how bad it is. But for me, I would say Fred and another partner would be more feasible because that guy has a football identity. Fred has the
Yep.
identity, but McTominay is there because of the height, his presence and his passion. But minus that,
Yep.
technical wise, he's negative. He's not even zero. It's how bad
Yeah.
it is.
But we got a
It,
question here. We got a question
Oh,
here. Eric Bailly.
see, Eric Bailly for me is a sad story of football. He's so good, injury prone, and he's not. We cannot really depend on him because he has a run of 3 games, and next thing you know, he's out for months. So that is a sad story. He's so good, but he just can't be like playing for 10 games in a row. I mean, if Bailly was fit for good, I think Maguire wouldn't have been signed. Also, he's that good, but that's a sad part of football, right?
Okay. Oh,
yeah. And
thanks Joel
again,
for
guys, I just want to bring up something. If you look at the second half of MU's game last week, right?
Brighton.
With who is this? Sorry, the new guy, right? He was anchoring the midfield.
Ericsson.
Um, Ericsson,
Ericsson.
sorry. Yeah, Ericsson was anchoring the midfield when McTominay left and Fred left. There was Ericsson and Van de Beek. I think it's about time that we do that change, right? I think it's about time we give Van de Beek a bit more chance to play. Uh, you know, at that point of time, the game changed. Ericsson was actually controlling the midfield very, very well. So that's something that you need, right? McTominay at first half was trying to beat 15 players. That's not our game anymore. That's not the game. That's not today's
Yes.
game anymore. It's about
Yes.
seeing your space. Where do you push the ball to? Who is on the open? This was all not seen at the first game. Very, very sad. There was high hopes, but you can see that the difference of how we were controlling the midfield. The whole battle was lost at the midfield. I'm not going to blame this time Maguire or the new defenders or whoever
Alexander.
that was down. I think the two guys lost the entire battle. That is why we lost the first game. That's about it.
Yep. Yep. Okay, wait. We have another guest speaker here who's entering right now. Hi, Amin. How are you doing?
Hey. Hello.
Yes, Amin.
Hi. Hello.
Hi. Hi, welcome to the show.
I'm trying to wait. Hold up. Give me a second.
All right, right, sure.
Hi.
We'll just,
Can you guys hear me?
Where
Yeah,
you
I
go
can.
jalan-jalan lah.
Hello.
Yeah,
You can hear us.
you can hear us?
No.
I think he's stuck. Uh,
Hey,
I
can
think
you
we
guys hear me now?
continue with that, and
Yeah,
I think Joel
yeah, able.
got a point here. Actually, I saw something from Joel. What was sold to us in the preseason didn't occur in the Brighton game. We allowed them to play, yes, because I watched the game, and we are looking for success now, but got them improvement. Just a minimum would do. We can't even keep the ball for good long period. Yes, I did saw that. I was at the Mama here somewhere, and another friend of mine was watching Leicester Brentford, and I was watching United and Brighton. So we were like exchanging thoughts, and when I was looking at the way Brighton pressed United at Old Trafford, uh, it's scary. The way they played in the first half, it was scary, and then the way they won the game was scary. I think United tried best to do something with the game, but I think, as I said, there's something lacking. There's some little tiny thing that is lacking where Eric Ten Hag should look at, and if he can fix that, I think you're good to go. Even tonight's game, I mean, we're gonna look at it tonight's game, Brentford and Manchester United. But I think it's a good point here that it'll take at least 2 to 3 summers for Eric Ten Hag to get this team, and also how he wants them to play. Till then we. I think even United fan or even any rival fans, of course, they will say, "Oh, they should not improve and stuff." But as a football fan, we should always anticipate that this team will come back and make that fight. Correct, Giovanna. Like we need that
Yeah, yeah.
spirit of fighting again. The spirit like up and down, neck to neck. End to end. That it didn't happen for very long. I think Amin should be able to tell us why it's not happening right now.
Again?
Now we saw this United and Liverpool and United with Man City or even Chelsea. The neck to
Yeah.
neck contest kind of stuff. It's not happening. And what is your take on the first game actually? I mean,
I mean, in defense, we're really lacking, and I think the thing that we're missing is the spirit that the player had when it was Ferguson's time.
okay,
It's just not there. I mean, Ten Hag is trying his best. I could see that, but we're just not there. And I believe we do lacking on the number 9 right now.
okay, but
Well,
I think United has a proper forward with Sancho, Ronaldo, Anthony Martial, and Rashford. Is that not an enough quality
okay, wait. You're
for
talking
me?
about
No,
Rashford.
Anyone
You're talking about
for me,
Rashford right now.
they're just not there. It's not
what? Even Sancho,
Sancho. Sancho. I think he still needs time for me. That's what I think. I don't know what you guys thought about it.
Okay, so
But
I just want to say this, right? If we put 3 to 4 games on the run, right? If we can do a 3 to 4 games on the run, that means 3 to 4 games on a winning run, everybody's game will start going up because the confidence will start to build. Right now, we are not over the last season. We did something great during pre-season,
True.
but we again have a problem at the very first game. So I'm again going to say, it's normal, right? You need that confidence, right? You need that burning desire to start thinking that, oh, I can score a 93rd minute goal and win the game. I can score a 93rd minute and equalize the game. We still don't see that burning desire that is required from our team. If that starts falling into place, all the players that we are saying today, A is bad, B is bad, C is bad, will become all good. The problem is right now, the team's confidence is very, very low,
all time low.
right?
All
All
time
time low, all time low. So that needs to start. And sadly, we don't have a Roy Keane in our team to drive
the
that
leadership.
that desire, right? We don't have that. We still don't have that Roy Keane, or we don't have that Eric Cantona. But we can sit down and dwell on the past, Ferguson, all the players, the multiple team. Let's forget about all that, guys. We need to talk about today. We not need to talk about the future. We need to talk about what does this team require to start giving us that 3 points. It can be winning ugly. Can we do winning ugly anymore or not? Play a horrible game and still nick a 1-0. That's
We need
what we need,
like like the
because the Liverpool and the cities are doing that, right? So that's what we need. I mean, they are doing good games. They are also winning bad games or drawing bad games. So the moment we get into that rhythm, then we are turning the curve,
okay.
right? Till then, it's going to be one game as it comes. Because after this week, we are going to meet Liverpool at Old Trafford. It's not a small game anymore, right? It's not a friendly anymore. So it's all coming fast and furious. We need to know
Yeah.
what is actually we need to achieve. Yeah.
We have a comment from Joel here. Imagine playing Liverpool at the back of 2 defeats. Man, I'm kind of worried what's the scoreline going to be. To make it worse, the game is played at 3 a.m. FA is helping Asians. You see, the thing is, to be honest, my prediction for the first 3 games is either going to be 3-3/9 or 1/9. Okay, if you're going to play like the Brighton way, but if I were to believe United under Ten Hag, for the person he is, I believe today we will be able to get 3 points. And with Liverpool coming to Old Trafford, if you're going to make a mark, you're going to make a statement to the fans, then there's no other better time to make it against Liverpool at Old Trafford. If you're serious about the season. So for
Yep.
me, if you're going to win this game, then the next game is a do or die. If it's a do, that's your next gear to a better season. If it's a die,
Yep.
that's how you bounce back.
But
It's
I
all
think
about
Joel
character.
also got a question for both of you. What happens if United lose to Brentford tonight? We will look at the preview later. Is the season done and dusted? I don't think so. And
No.
Nah,
my point of view is it's
No.
not. No, it's too early to say.
It's time for the Manchester United board to give the manager enough time to build his team. Okay, we have changed enough of managers, and there has been a major screw up in between of all the managers that we have changed. Every one of us should acknowledge we were too fast, right? To throw off Moyes, to bring in Giggs, then Mourinho, Van Gaal, then Mourinho. There's so many of them. I think we were not patient enough. Okay, um, Liverpool went through that, right? Till they got their right manager and they gave him enough time to achieve where he is. City, for that matter, had numerous managers who also won the Premier League, but they wanted a manager who could win the Champions League, which they have not done till today, right?
yep.
After changing. So I think it's about the board giving the manager enough of time to prove himself. Even if we lose the first 3 games, right? Today to Brentford, next weekend to Liverpool. Let's not call for his head so early. Let's
No,
give
no,
him enough time to
yep,
build his team, to put a statement, right?
no, no, yep. I mean, what do you think? Do you think Ten Hag
Yeah,
is the right
I
man?
agree. I agree because we need to give Tech Head a lot of time. He's working on it, and I mean, you could see how he's bringing the discipline back to the team.
Okay.
He just need more time, and I believe that he could work it out.
All right, all right. Okay, guys. So now we have spoken about the problem. Now let's see what's the outcome or what can be the outcome tonight. We're playing against Brentford at London. All right, it's the first game in London, first away game also for us. So, what do you guys think about the lineup's going to be? What do you think the reaction is going to be from the squad? Maybe we'll start with Ami. What do you think? How's the lineup going to be for the squad?
Again, I can't hear you just now.
What's the lineup going to be for tonight against Brentford? What do you think the lineup's going to be?
I believe it's not going to be a lot of changes. But I do hope that Sancho and Ronaldo will start this time.
Sancho and Ronaldo. So that means he's talking about the same lineup as Brighton, but just with Sancho and Ronaldo. I don't know. Okay. Dave, how about you? What do you think?
Uh, I think I saw the lineup last week. I was surprised that Cristiano was on the bench, but I think he'll come on this week. Um, the best I think you could go for is um, play Van der Beek on the start. Don't put him on the bench. Get Ericsson on the team as well. Uh, Probably play Bruno a little higher up. Uh, uh, and get Ronaldo and Sancho play. You can as a manager you have the freedom to do a lot of tweak on top on how you want to get uh, to play against your opponent, and don't follow the flow of the opponent, and you bring your game into their ground. And there's a lot of things you can tweak. Even you don't need to do that half time. You don't need to do that at the 60th minute, bringing subs and stuff. You can always change that. You can always get an idea. Okay, you can ask even Ronaldo and Sancho to switch, and switch places, and get Bruno a little higher up, and probably play Eriksen just down the left on Ronaldo's side. And you can try to get as much as combination, like how I see Trent with Salah right now and Robertson with Luis Diaz in Liverpool. They already have that understanding, and they, even if they switch, Robertson can still understand Mo Salah, and Trent Arnold can still understand Luis Diaz. So you need to have that understanding between them. They need to switch. So you don't have to play one particular formation or one particular system or game plan in the game. So for me, there's one thing that I think Harry Maguire surprised me last week. He played really well actually. Apart from Fred and McTominay. No, from what I see, he was okay. He was okay. The issue is Fred and McTominay. So get Van der Beek to start tonight, or you need to get any of the youngsters to start tonight. Um, like how the rest, for example, Pep and Klopp, they tried all these boys to come in and do. So get your best players out on the pitch and do what you can, and get them to gel each other, understand each other. Like the Avatar, they have that thing to connect to each other and to understand, kind of stuff. You can have that, all these things. You can do that. But for me, I think
Understand.
it should be Sancho, Ronaldo, Ericsson, Bruno, Van der Beek, Ericsson should start. I guess you lost Alexis Telles, so it's going to be Luke Shaw. Not sure what happened to Wan Bissaka, but I think on the right back you will have Dalot, or I think Diego Dalot was good. I think he should start. Um, you should go for Lisandro Martinez, and I think Lindelof. Harry Maguire should get a day off today.
Uh, Jivan, what do you
Lindelof
think?
is injured, bro, so he can't play. He can't start.
Lindelof injured,
Okay,
yeah.
okay.
Yep.
Then Varane
Run.
possibly in an
But what do
away
you
game.
think, Jivan? What do you think, Jivan? What would your lineup
No,
be?
no, I think the McFred needs to be out today. Ericsson needs to be there with Van der Beek. That's my take. Van der Beek comes in and Ronaldo comes in to start. Right, so a bit of a change of formation. Ericsson, Van der Beek. The defense can stay. I think the one guy, if you ask me to change, would be Luke Shaw. I think he didn't have a good game at Old Trafford. Maybe giving the new left back a chance. So maybe for him to
Malaysia.
start.
Malaysia.
Malaysia, yeah. Well, yep. So
Yeah,
for him to
Varane
start,
Malaysia.
yep. So rather than that, at the front, no McFred, right? Van der Beek, Ericsson, Bruno, Rashford, Sancho, and Ronaldo. I
Yep,
think
that
that's
makes sense.
what
That makes sense.
I would go for. which will give the team more attacking power, right?
Oh, that balance,
And a
that
very,
strong
very, and
balance
a very,
is
very
quite nice.
strong holding midfielder. I feel, right?
Yeah.
That will help.
Okay, all right. You see, I got a comment here from Tristan. Tristan, thanks for watching, brother. Eric Ten Hag is trying to polish a pile of shit. The shit can be shinier, but it shit still will be shit. Don't try to reinvent McFred, and McFred has failed us season after season. Scott has no place in the team. See, Tristan, I think you just spoke the minds of all United fans right now. Thanks a lot, Tristan, for that comment. We have another comment here from a hardcore United fan. We know why bring back Garner if you no plan to start him? He played a key role for Forest. Well, I think Ten Hag has his plans. He knows how to use his guy. It's not going to be just a walk in the park for him to enter the first 11. So I believe there is something which Ten Hag needs from him, which is not being shown yet to him in training. Thus, he has been kept on the bench. But let's see how it goes. But and Messi says today mid player Eric, Fred, and Bruno will be good. Sancho and Ronaldo. Defense Harry changed to buying. Well, personally, I feel like what Jeevan said. I would start Lisandro with Varane in the mid. I mean, in the middle of the defense. I would start Dalu and Tara Malasia in the left and right. In the middle, I would just put Van de Beek and Ericsson. But if a chance arises, I would like to drop Bruno today. I would like to drop Bruno because Bruno has just been a shadow of the past of what he can be, but he's not being that. So we got to get someone in that place. I wish we had Mata. I wish we had Mata, an intelligent player who can unlock any defense with some good ball. But on top, I would like to see Rashford, Ronaldo, and Sancho. But right now, I feel Rashford has something to prove because the talks of PSG is coming in for him, so the rumors are there. And Rashford has been a failure for the last 18 months. So as a United fan, I wouldn't mind selling off Rashford right now. I think this is the best time to bank on him. So I hope he puts a good performance, either to get a new contract or either to get a good price from PSG. So either way, I think it's Rashford's game today to perform. We want Ronaldo to get his scoring boots back to lead him, and Sancho I think has been developing slowly but surely. He's coming back into the team. He's doing fine. Even against Brighton, I saw him actually all over the pitch, left and right. He was creating moves. He was doing his Dortmund stuff a bit here and there. So I think that guy is good. But this is what I hope for my first 11. But let's go for a score prediction, guys. I mean, what do you think about the score prediction going to be tonight?
Again, about
The score prediction.
I think it's gonna. I think it's just gonna be a low score, 2-1.
2-1. So United for 2-1, right? Okay. How about this?
Of course, I want to see United winning, come back to the league, refresh themselves, get the things sorted out and stuff. But I think Brentford looks more like a fighting kind of team because I saw the way they came back and took a point at the Foxes. So um, I'm going for a draw. If the lineup that we actually wanted and like Jivan wanted, um, I would go for the attacking prowess, and I think it's going to be 2-1 or 3-1 to United. But I'm taking a draw 2-2.
Okay. Jivan, what do you think? You're mute. You're mute.
Sorry, guys. 2-0.
Yeah.
2-0.
All right. All right. 2-0.
Uh,
And who your scorers going to
yeah,
be? Who's
really
scores?
doesn't matter. Just want 2 goals to get in. Right. This time, I predicted 3-0 at the last game. Um, was unexpected. And I think the defense need to prove that they can keep a clean sheet. And that's going to be on Maguire and Martinez, and hopefully they can keep a clean sheet. I think if we can start keeping more clean sheets, it will start helping the confidence of the team. So that's something that's going to play a huge role today. And if they can do that, and if the midfield is strong, that will help the defense. then I hope the 2-0 score will stay. My prediction, yeah, 2-0.
Okay. All right. So we got all the predictions. Well, I'm predicting 2-0 also. 2-0 also because it's the best time to bounce back. The away game, just study back right now. There's no such thing as one lose and you're done for the season. There's no such thing.
Yep.
Okay, so United has to go all the way. You know, let's see what happens. All right. So anyway, guys, so this is coming to the end of the show. But just all viewers, bear in mind, next week is the big one, Liverpool and United. So we'll be having a
Shades
combined
of
show,
red.
a Shades of Red show with the Liverpool fans. All right, we will keep you guys updated on the timing of it. Please check our socials for more information. All right. So anyway, thanks Amin, thanks Dave, thanks Jeevan for joining us in the show right now, and also thanks all viewers for watching the show. Okay, before we sign out, please like, subscribe, and follow us on FB, YouTube, Instagram, also Twitter for more shows. All right, just follow the link down. All right. So anyway, thanks guys. Happy weekend. Glory, glory, Man United. And Dave, before I sign off, thanks a lot for joining the show.
Bro.
And hopefully you all stay with 1 point also this weekend. All right. Okay.
It's
So
Crystal Palace, man.
Crystal Palace. I remember one thing. Many years ago, 2014, Crystal Palace. Remember
Oh,
3-3.
yes.
Remember.
That's all
Suarez.
right. That's all right.
Yeah. I mean, the best. Before we sign out, the best part. I on my TV today. YouTube's recommended video. The first video was that. I don't know why they had to play it today. The first video was the Crystal Palace and Liverpool game. So, I hope it's not deja vu for you guys, but again, Crystal Palace, right? So, thanks. Bye,
Uh,
guys. Thanks,
you
guys.
you got to
No
know that
problem.
Crystal Palace never wins on Monday Night Football.
All right, let's
All
see.
right. Let's see. Okay,
Okay.
guys.
Okay.
So,
Thank you.
signing out. Thanks, guys, for
All
joining.
right.
Thanks, viewers. See you guys next week. Take care.
Bye.
All right. Bye bye.
Bye.